Hello, this quick video is about how to improve your play in the opening, how to study various openings. And here, for example, I'm having a website called openingtree.com, and I will show you how you can use this website to become better at that. So here, whether you play online or you play over the board to improve your rating, for instance, you could prepare and here study lines like e6, right? But you could also decide to choose for the King's Indian defense, which is very popular, or the Greenfold. And after you're done with d4, you have to prepare e4, and you can go symmetrical with e5, or go with one of the defenses like Sicilian or Pirc, and etc. I should mention that you should also get ready for c4 and 9f3, which happen to be played. So how to go about that? There are many different ways. One of the popular avenues is to go on YouTube and watch an opening video like this one.
What do I do about that darn pot if I'm not taking?
Well, again, you
Do I
can
just
kind of
ignore and develop elsewhere?
Well, this is why people like playing the London system, is because the theme is generally the exact same. So here you can play the same thing.
And you just don't care that he takes?
Okay,
and then
so
you take back here?
Well, okay, if I take, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take here.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if black captures with knight?
Then there's no more defender here. But you
Right.
could also capture with the queen.
Well, okay, so let's play this out. So how do you make a checkmate here?
I'm trying to figure out in what order. I know.
So this is more a beginner level, but you have tons of videos which are free on YouTube, takes a lot of time. You could do that. You could also go on a website like chess.com, and if you're a premium member, like a diamond membership, you can have access to opening videos like the one from Simon Williams, a Grandmaster.
I'd like to welcome everyone at chess.com to another wacky, crazy, sacrificial, interesting opening from the depths of, I don't know where this is from depths of the jungle. I'm going to show you the hillbilly attack. And this opening is a really dangerous way. Billy is that now you drop back the bishop to b3. By the way, if you're wondering who that young Norwegian kid was watching the game, I should probably let you know that it was none other than Magnus Carlsen. And Magnus Carlsen as a kid was quite impressed by the hillbilly. I think he was maybe more shocked by it than impressed. But
a different way to study openings, of course, to buy chess opening books. Here, King's Indian Defense. You select two of those in this list, and you go and study the variation, the games, and you have a lot of material to go through. If I continue, you can go on a platform like Chessable, select a course, and study the course depending on the opening you will choose. But all that goes back to the preparation, and now let's see how you can use openingtree.com, which is a free website for now. Now, before I explain how this website works, what's important to remember is that during COVID time, there's been a lot less over-the-board tournaments. Therefore, top grandmasters battle it out online on websites like lichess.org or chess.com. So here I'm going to take the example of Alireza Firouzja. He's a rising star in the chess world and he's very active online. He's originally from Iran and living in France. So if you go on chess.com Blitz ranking, he's number 4 in the world, and I believe he's not even 18 years old. So you have Magnus Carlsen, Wesley So, and Hikaru Nakamura we saw earlier to complete the top rank. So the idea is like you select the source here on openingtree.com, chess.com, you select the players. So here, this is the username of Alireza on chess.com. In my example, we're gonna select black, and then we're gonna add filters. We want rated games only. We do not want bullet, we do not want daily, blitz and rapids are what you should select. And then I'm gonna hit continue, analyze games. And this website will go on chess.com and retrieve all the game played with black with these criteria by Grandmaster Alireza Firouzja. So that takes a little while to do so. So let's go on this tab where I have performed that and downloaded 2,422 games. So now you have the moves, and this is where it becomes very interesting. So against e4, we can see that he won 346 games and lost 421 times. Now against d4, he played 729 games and he won a very big number of those. Here, with knight f6, he won 260 times and lost 135 times. Now, this is very impressive. And if I look at the stat, he's playing against top Grandmaster, so these stats are extremely impressive. So now, if you carry on like that, against c4, his best main move will be g6. So he played that, and as you can see here, against an average rating of 2,836, he won 91 times, he lost 35 times, and drew 13 times. So very impressive that he won 3 times as often with black than losing. So let's see what he does on g6. What else does he play, right? So knight c3 is the main move. Does he play d5 or bishop g7? Well, he played d5 13 times, but he played bishop g7, which is the King's Indian defense, 19 times. That's his weapon of choice. So we'll carry on. d6 is the main line. Even though he faced many moves here, knight f3 is the main line. So let's continue a little bit. He always plays castle here. Bishop e2 is the main line, even though some players tried h3 against him. And now I'm gonna stop right there. You can see that he played e5 36 times, that's the main line. He played knight bd7 4 times, and then he tried once against a Grandmaster, knight c6, and so forth. But with knight bd7, he won 4 times out of 4. So I'm very interested in this one. All his opponents castled. He played e5. And here, he faced bishop e3, rook e1, or queen c2. So let's look at queen c2. c6 was played. Okay, and here he faced once bishop e3 and once bishop d2. So if you click on that link here, you're gonna load from chess.com the entire game. So here we can play through the entire game and see, after playing f5, how he managed with black to get a very strong attack and win the game. So that's a very powerful tool. Now if you come back here, obviously instead of choosing knight bd7, if you happen to play the main line, you could see how he played, what variations he chose against bishop e3 or castle. So that's a very useful tool, and I want to mention that against d4 we saw lines, but against e4, let's say that his main move is e5 and you're interested in playing that with black, you can continue and analyze that. So you should also, when you select the variations, whether that you play or you would like to learn the same variations that the top player is using, you can use Stockfish. So I'm gonna link to a video I made using Stockfish. The reason is, at some point when you go to move 10 or move 12, you want to understand what would the engine recommend, what would you do if white chooses a different move, and understand the evaluation from the engine. So if you couple using openingtree.com, following top Grandmasters games, staying up to date, as well as consulting the engine about the value of each move and the main lines, you're gonna be in great shape. You can see here, for instance, that Hikaru tried one queen h5 against Firuza. So you have a lot of information and that remains current. One of the things when you study openings, the theory is evolving. Trends are happening. So today, players you face online may use different lines, mostly because they watch what's happening and they update their opening system. So should you. And with the tools I've shown today, as well as my videos on Stockfish, I believe it's a very effective way to build a repertoire and be ready for the opening phase. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe and thank you for watching.